Hey, what's up? This is Todd Kate with What Gives You the Right, and today I want to talk a little bit about why I started this channel and what I hope this channel is going to be. It's been kind of difficult to sort of sift through what I wanted it to be, but it really came down to an experience that I had. I have 5 kids, and 4 of them have been or are in the Air Force. And I'm gonna do another video on why I think the Air Force is incredible for kids coming right out of high school, especially when you don't really know what you wanna do in life, but I'll do that some other time. But the thing that was interesting to me is that if you know anything about the Air Force, you know that all Air Force members go through the same things. Initially, when it comes to basic training, they've got to, first of all, you got to go through the MEP stuff, and then you've got to choose your job. But all people go to basic military training in Lackland, Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. And so we were down there for my daughter, who was the first one. She's my oldest, and she finished basic training, and we were all there supporting her, got to see her do the airman's run, got to see her stand on that tarmac, and they were to the point of the ceremony when they do the Air Force oath, right? And I think it's the exact same oath in all military, okay, and maybe even police, and maybe even are like politicians, people who are elected to offices. And something really stood out to me, and of course I knew this a little bit before there, but it really stood out to me when we were standing there watching all these kids who were going into the Air Force saying the same thing, to all these people. And the oath is this: I, whatever your name is, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. And that is the oath, and they say it multiple times, but when they say it on the tarmac, that's after they've completed basic military training, and they are officially airmen at that point. Before that, they are trainees, right? But now they are officially airmen. They say this oath, and it's legit, okay? But the thing that stuck out to me the most was that I expected the oath to be to the United States of America. I even expected it to be, somewhat to the commander-in-chief, the president. But I was wrong, and I brought it up to my daughter afterwards when we were having some time together. I said, hey, did you realize that when you were taking that oath, you were swearing an oath to defend not America, not the United States of America, not the president, not Congress or the Supreme Court, but the Constitution? Like, that is your mission. Your mission is to defend the Constitution of the United States of America, right? Not the country, but the founding documents of the country, which I thought was crazy. I was like, why would it be about this and not this? But it, more than anything, an oath is a big deal, right? Like, if I give you my word, my promise, you take me at my word, right? Or a vow, like I vowed to, do this for my wife when we got married, for whatever. But an oath seems like, it's heavy, right? It's like a solemn promise that cannot be broken. That at least is my idea of what an oath is. I mean, you tell me what you think about an oath. But then for you to give an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, I asked her, well, have you ever read the Constitution? And her reply was, I think so. I think we read it in history class. And I was like, oh my God, you just took an oath to defend something that you don't even know what it is? Like, what? Like, that's on this side of things, that's crazy talk. Like, all before this, I'm all like, hey, I love America. I support this. My kids are in the military. I'm a proud Air Force dad. You know, I'm all about the red, white, and blue, the flag, you know, all that stuff. Like, I am in this, you know? But then to see that, like, she didn't even know, and I didn't know, but she didn't know what she was even taking an oath to protect. And so it made me feel like, hey, maybe you should know what you're taking an oath to protect before, because now you've taken the oath and it's up to you to defend it. Good, bad, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. You've taken an oath to defend this thing, but maybe you should like know ahead of time what you're trying to defend, right? And so it really made me start to question myself, like, hey, do you even know the Constitution? And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't. I mean, I didn't know it well. I didn't know. I couldn't tell you. You know, I knew that like there were things in there about the presidency, and there were things in there about the whatever, you know, the Supreme Court and the legislature and the separation of powers, and then I knew there were all these amendments, and I knew that the first 10 were the Bill of Rights, but I didn't really know anything else about it. And so I felt like, first of all, I felt like a hypocrite because I was prompting her to know what it is that she took an oath to defend, but I didn't even know. So ultimately, you know, I bought a Constitution and I've got multiple, and like, you know, you got to know this stuff. I think that it's not important for just the people who take this oath to defend the Constitution that they know it, but we as Americans, right? Do we know what the Constitution says? Like, we don't even know what we are Americans, and we operate in society today as we see America, you know, being in our current society. But does anybody actually freaking know? I mean, I can name all the Marvel movies, you know, in the MCU. I can tell you, you know, lots of pop culture things, but I can't tell you much about the founding documents of our nation, which I say that I love, and I do love it, you know. But maybe what I love is not actually in the Constitution, or maybe this country how are we going to know when this country is moving away from the Constitution if we don't know it? How are we going to know when we're getting away from the actual culture of America if we don't even know what the founding documents were all about? And so that is what my intentions are with this channel. It is to discover, first of all, what is this? You know, what gives you the right? And also, like, what was behind it? I want to know, like, what were these people thinking about when they were putting together the Constitution? I just always assumed they were in agreement. Found out that's not true. That's why this is an imperfect document, because it was created through compromise, and some people got their way and some people didn't get their way. So that is what I hope this channel to be. And if that is something that you're interested in, and I'll probably have to re-record this video at some point, because I can see that I'm clipping on my microphone, first of all. But secondly, because I definitely have, I don't know, other things that I want to say about this specifically. But if you are interested in this as well, if you're interested in understanding, like, what it is, what gives you the right, what is the foundation of our country, I don't care what it looks like today as much as I care about what it really means and what it took to get here. So I would be honored to have your like and subscribe if that's something that you're interested in, and that is my goal. So my name is Todd Kate, and this is What Gives You the Right. Thank you so much.